Good evening, everybody. I've been asked a few questions, and I'm happy to answer those questions. One of them is, how come your eyes bounce all the time? Well, to make a long story short, I was born with a condition known as congenital nystagmus. Nobody knows how I got it, and it's nothing in the family that has it. And it's a situation where the cord which connects the back of the eyeballs, the cord that goes from there to the optical center of the brain, the signals that go back and forth do not sync up correctly, and that causes a bouncing of the eyes. I could see kind of normally. Things are a little bit fuzzy. I cannot read signs, and because of it, I can never drive a car. Sometimes it's very difficult because I could be downtown and someone will say my name and say hi to me driving by or from across the street. I'm not able to see good at all, and because of being downtown, if someone's talking or yelling, the sounds kind of go all over the place. So when that happens, I'm usually like, who's saying hi to me? So I'm like waving in any direction. So for those who do say hi to me, and you know me or kind of know me, don't take offense to it. It's that I'm not ignoring you, I just cannot see right. According to my eye doctor back in 2001, when I hit my mid-40s, kind of 45, 47-ish, I'm going to go towards blind. My vision's going to degrade very heavily. And my doctor knows my situation very well, and there's nothing that can be done about it. There is no operation that can be performed. Glasses will not help it. If an operation did exist, they would have to open up my head and go at a couple of nerves out of a billion to kind of like see where the problem is. And I used to make a joke about that, often to people. I'd say that my mind is messed up enough. I don't want anyone else opening up my head and messing it up. So even if there was an operation that existed for my condition, I would not go for it. It's too much of a high risk. Plus my insurance would never cover it. Unless I was an experimental candidate, then chances are good I could qualify. But no. One good example of how my eye condition affects me, and this happened last Thursday when I was walking from someplace and going back home. And this was near the teapot. This one guy turns his head to me and he's kind of like, and there he is. And I'm like saying to myself, who is this guy? I couldn't see him too good. He had a hat, he wore a jacket, and the only distinguishing feature I could see from this person was a black beard. And I did get kind of flustered. I couldn't really hear what he was saying, but I kind of got that feeling that he felt maybe that I blew him off, but that wasn't my intention. And in a way I thought, is this guy going to ask me for money? Is he going to beg off me or whatever? But that didn't happen, so that wasn't my intention. I kind of got flustered and I kind of like I was walking home anyways. I wasn't really wanting to stop. I wanted to get home. And I kind of got flustered because I didn't know who this guy was, and I had problems with my eyes, and I was just like, whatever, I hate doing that, I really do. This condition really is trying on me sometimes. Another question that does get asked of me, and has been, is how come I talk funny? Well, the reason for that also goes back to childhood, and ever since I was a little infant, growing up to about probably 14 years of age, I always had ear infections and colds. I had lost about a good half to 3/4 of my hearing all the way through elementary school, to the point where I had to get special counseling, speech retraining, and I was going through a few extra sped classes. But it did help, and I'm able to say words correctly, but I'm left with the accent. The funny is people say Bostonian accent, which I don't understand. It's not really a Boston accent, it's just an accent after the speech training, and I was just left with that. I look at the things in my life and, they may seem kind of bad, but they could be a lot worse. I'm just worried about my eyesight in the next 9 years. I'm going to be 37 in September, and I've only got 8 years, maybe another 10 years. And, you know, being told that you're going to be becoming blind, I mean, that's really not something that I want to hear. But it is what it is, and I've learned to accept it. But now, since you know the whole story about my eyes and my voice, now you know. Thank you all for watching.